Rapid race review. Denny Hamlin wins at Richmond. Not a great race, but some fireworks at the end. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It's about 11:20 here Indiana time. The race just got done, a late night Easter race where really not a whole lot happened. It's just a typical traditional Richmond race, stages 1 and 2. The only thing that really happened to break things up was kind of a quick caution when my guy Kyle Busch ended up hitting the wall. It did nothing to change what happened in the race course or what happened on the racetrack. But NASCAR, with its inconsistencies up in the tower, decided to throw a caution, and it did end up ruining some of the strategy for drivers like Alex Bowman and drivers like Kyle Larson, who were trying to run it long while everybody else was pitting about 20 laps shorter than what they were. Outside of that, it was really just a show between Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson. They were the class of the field. I think Christopher Bell probably would have had something to say later in this race, but he ended up speeding off of pit road during his pit stop. He did end up having a nice finish inside of the top 10. I think it was 6th. You'll see that later here in just a second. But it really comes down to Martin Truex Jr. doing the best at the end of the race. Out front, had about 7/10 of a second lead. Joey Logano could get there, but do nothing else with it. Had that 5 to 7/10 buffer. And then we have a late flag. It looked like Larson got a little bit loose, and then Bubba Wallace just finished him off. Bubba did apologize to him after the race. So obviously he felt that he did enough to where he needed to apologize to Kyle Larson, which is a lot better than, trying to shove him into his car and fight him when the last time we saw those two interact whenever they had something happen on the track. So it actually was an amazing save by Kyle Larson, who ended up finishing this race in 3rd place because he was able to keep his car right-sided, was able to drive it underneath. It actually hit a huge puddle of water by pit road and kept it straight. I mean, the cars were separated by 2.5 to 3 seconds per position outside of the first two guys up front. So he didn't end up losing but 1 or 2 spots, but people did come into pit. And that is where one Denny Hamlin, who hung out in the top 5, found himself. His pit crew gets a 9-second pit stop, and it puts him in 1st place. He goes ahead. We come off of pit road. We go to the restart, and that's where the drama will begin if you are looking for drama in this race. Martin Truex thought that he ended up having an early jump. He bumps him at the end whenever he could not catch up to him. Martin Truex ends up finishing about 2 spots behind where I guess he thought he should have finished. He battles Kyle Larson at the end, has some interesting bumps with Kyle Larson to finish it off. But all in all, Denny Hamlin wins. Joey Logano, a much-needed top 5. He gets 2nd place. Chase Elliott actually gets a top 5, getting 5th place. But Martin Truex Jr., out of character. I'm not going to judge him. Kyle Larson kind of said it best. Like, everybody has the most mad respect when it comes to Martin Truex Jr. And I think that, he saw his victory get just completely eliminated from him when that late caution happened. And if you're wanting to know what happened to Bubba Wallace, well, his pit crew did what it normally does at 23:11 and cost him on pit road. I think he ends up finishing around 16th. But I think the story here, well, number one, if you're looking for something to be upset about, and Denny Hamlin won, so I'm sure people are looking for something to be upset about, is did he jump the start? And SMT data will be the thing to know about that. And Actions Detrimental will probably bring that to light because Denny Hamlin's all over SMT data. He did the same thing whenever he thought he got hooked by Chase Elliott. And we'll see if he does it to exonerate himself from the early jump. Martin Truex Jr. thought he jumped early. I know Kenny Wallace on Twitter thought he jumped early, which is a NASCAR driver. Josh Wise said that NASCAR kind of makes it a gray area and that if he did jump early, then there'd be a lot of races overturned. That's kind of a bullcrap excuse if you ask me. But we'll see. We'll see. And I guess it'll give us something to talk about. Overall, this race was not fun. We had a fun finish for a race that was not fun. I'm not really sure what's happened to Richmond. It used to be a really, really good tire degradation and a race that you could count on for a multitude of different strategies. It seemed like we had about 2, and the tire degradation was still there. I mean, you're still talking about 6 seconds, but it's just not the same as what it used to be. Because I used to go into Richmond going, yeah, it's not going to be the most on-track exciting, but with everything going on around the track, that'll make it exciting, and that just doesn't happen anymore. And and I hate to say it, but with Coda, Richmond, and now next week we have Martinsville. With what we've seen in Martinsville, might be on a little bit of run here where things aren't great. Again, not trying to be negative, but just trying to be truthful. The same tire that was ran at Bristol will not be run at Martinsville because that tire is for Bristol. Bristol is not a short track package because of the high banks. It will be run at Dover, but it will not be run next week at Martinsville. But overall, NASCAR gets what it wants. It gets an exciting finish. It gets people talking, and Denny Hamlin might actually just be his way to a magical season. Could a championship be in Denny Hamlin's future? We shall find out. What's in the future for Stuck in the Catch Fence, and hopefully for you guys, are more videos. We got shorts on the way. We got all kinds of streaming when it comes to iRacing and the news, our games that we play throughout the week, so all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are wanting to catch us, that's where to do it. Again, this is a rapid review for the Toyota Owners 400. My name is Ryan Peters. Remember the reason for the season. Happy Easter. He is risen, and hopefully you guys have a blessed day. So we'll catch you next time. See you.